Good day and welcome to a little bit of a longer tutorial video about our Google Apps Suite. Some folks are going to get the live version of these tips and tricks around Gmail, Calendar, and Google Docs, but we're also doing the video version for those of you that can't attend. I'm going to walk you through over the next probably 10 or 12 minutes some of the things that you may or may not know about how your Gmail works. Everyone is familiar with this opening page, I'm sure, at this point in time. One thing I want to remind folks is that we're seeing quite a few folks leave this S off of AftonSchools.net and then their password. If you're ever in a place where you can't access or your password doesn't seem like it's working, you can certainly send a request to me and I'll make sure you get reset fairly quickly. Once you've logged on, you will see that your page looks something like this. You probably have a different background on your screen, but wanted to walk you through a number of things that exist here. One, many of you have your own Gmail accounts. Make sure that as you're working through school business that this is the Gmail account that's up here. You want to make sure you're sending your school Gmail through your AftonSchools.net email. One of the first things people have asked me about is how to organize your Gmail. And the first thing you want to do is come down here where this word says More. Some of you probably have some built-in labels, inbox and start, important, but let's take a little more in-depth look about what that's going to look like. And so if you'd like to have a new label, a new filing cabinet, if you would, come down here to create a new label. It's going to ask you to name that label, and I'm going to put down professional development and hit OK. And you'll see that that popped up right in this section here. We can do a couple things with these. You can label them, you can put what color they are, you can edit them, any of those things. But I also think it's important that you know how to manage your labels. So these are the ones that are already built in. You can choose to either hide them or show them, and I have some of each. I think that I hide my spam and trash. You can choose to go either way. And then down further, these are the labels that have been created. So I have one that's called Saved, I have one that's about technology, and I probably need to do a better job of filling this one out. But all these, as you can see, are shown. So you can use this Manage Labels section for that. So we come back to this main page. We'll see that we're going to go over here to this circle here. That's the settings. You come down a little bit further, it's going to say Settings. So a lot of good stuff in here that you're going to want to make some adjustments to. Some of it's a little more technical than others, but as you come down, you can make all kinds of fine-tuned sort of things here. You know, really, I didn't touch hardly any of those things, but the one thing I did touch was the signature, that it's appended at the end of all of your outgoing messages. So this is mine, and I'm actually going to add my phone number, which I'd been meaning to do, but it's as easy as that. And then at the very bottom, it's going to ask you probably to save changes. So make sure you do that, or you'll be coming back to that again. Also in this settings section, you'll see that you can do some things with your inbox. You can have the most important first, the starred ones first. You can have unread first. You can make a number of these changes, but that's where this is. So under settings and under inbox. In this space, you can add another email address that you own. So if you have multiple email addresses, you can add those in this space right here. So you can have two of your Gmail accounts. I think this only works for Gmail in this space, but you can add your Gmail so that they all come into the same area. Or you can use this here called Pop Mail, and the Pop Mail allows you to add email from things like Yahoo or other email in that area, in that space. As you come across, This section here allows you to add a forwarding address if you want to send this email to another space, and some other things here. And then themes over here allows you to make the background nice and pretty, so you know where that is now. In this mail section, there's also a drop down here that's for contacts. And this is a space where you can add individuals. I think most of the folks should already be in here. If you look at other contacts, you're going to see anybody that you've emailed in the past is going to be in this space. You're then going to see any groups that you've created. These are probably all test groups that I've messed with over time. And then if you'd like to make a new group, say you're the social studies group sponsor or department chair, or you are in charge of another group, you can use this new group right here. And if you just add people's name to this group, it's going to say this is our training group. You've now created a group called Training Group. Under Training Group, you can add all the people that you want into this space. You just start typing people's names, and people are going to come up. And we keep adding people, and now they're a part of that group. So that's one way to handle building groups of folks out of your email address. Another piece of this comes down here in the chat area. It's very easy. If you're looking to have a quick conversation with somebody, you should be able to, well, I got all kinds of popped up emails there. It's going to allow you to email with him, or you can do things like add a picture or make a phone call from there, or have a Google Hangout from that space. Some folks have asked about how to find email that's stored away, or maybe even in your trash can. If you want to search up here, you can probably find emails from whomever. If you start typing their name in the search bar, see what Stephanie has sent me. She sent me these emails here. And then there's also some emails you'll want to check down here. It says deleted that match your search. So if you want to click on view them, these are all things now that I had maybe viewed and now are in my trash can. If you're looking specifically for something that's in the trash can, you can type the word trash with a colon here, and it's going to search just the trash can. If you search inbox, it's going to search just the inbox. And if you search anywhere, it's going to search anywhere that, there we go, that she had sent me an email. There is one other section that is worth mentioning in here, and it's called Google Labs. So if you go under Settings and you click over, you'll see one that says Labs. So oftentimes people will say, how is that on your mail? And it's usually these little things called labs. For example, I have this lab turned on that allows me to know how many email are in my box just by looking at the tabs. So you can just as easily hit disabled and enabled, and it goes very quickly. You can do all kinds of other things that are in these labs. It's worth looking through here to see if any of these would help you. Everything from, you can see Flickr previews in your mail. You can have a Google Calendar gadget that's a part of things. Google Docs, the preview in mail, all kinds of things that are hopefully helpful for folks. You can use this multiple inboxes. That helps to organize what you have going on. But it's worth a place to look to see if there's just some few things that would be helpful. So, this one moves your chat over to the right side as opposed to the left side, if that's easier for some folks. This one allows you to do text messaging out of chatting. So that's all under this Google Labs. And so it's an opportunity to do some things that you may not normally do with your Gmail. Some final thoughts here. Some real easy stuff that, here's the box here. You want to click on that. And that allows you to do a number of things once you've clicked on an email there. You can archive it. You can undo that archive, which is what I'm going to do. You can report it as spam. You can delete it. You can move it, or you can add labels to it. And so all of those things are available. And then you have this drop down that allows you to select all, select none. You can do things like make emails starred or unstarred. It picks those out. So you can do all of those things. You can also click on these and say you're done with those. You can click on that, and then you'll see the little drag here, and it allows you to move it over into whatever one of these you want to move it into. So that should be some times and tips for how to use your Gmail. If you look, one more thing, I received this email recently. You'll see this little thing right here. It tells me that there's an attachment. And then the attachments are down here below. And so you can view them, download them, or you can open them as a Google spreadsheet. And so all of those things are available to you. Hopefully some of these tips around your Gmail have been helpful. If you have any other questions, please let me know, and we're happy to continue to build your knowledge around Google Gmail.